y'all, I'm Madeline Monahan, but you can call me Maddie. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am once again in a different location, mostly because I have a new desk chair, finally, and I just enjoy sitting in it. So, we're gonna do this from the desk chair today. So, it is August now, and so far the world is not completely on fire, so I thought it would be a good time to sit down and reflect on Camp NaNoWriMo. This past camp was my very first one. I've never participated in Camp Nano before. It was both productive and not productive, which is I think how most NaNoWriMos go. I mean, I've only done 2 so far, so I guess I'm not an expert in nanos. For my Camp NaNoWriMo project, I did something that I had been wanting to do for a while, which is a retelling of a very well-known Greek myth, or at least it used to be a very well-known Greek myth. I was a little bit nervous going into this project because I thought that, you know, retellings was just kind of like a loophole almost, so it's like, you know, I didn't feel like it was entirely creative. And I have proven myself wrong this past camp because I have had to be very creative when it comes to these characters and the story, so I've proven myself wrong on that, so I'm very pleased with that actually. And I am so sorry I look like Two-Face, I really do, but when I'm gonna go get lights. I have lights. I'm gonna go get lights and I'm gonna fix this because this Harvey Dent nonsense that's going on is annoying. That's something else I learned in camp, is that my lighting for my videos is terrible. I set my Camp NaNoWriMo goal for the same amount that NaNoWriMo normally is, so I did the 50K, which in hindsight was kind of a bad idea. Not that it wasn't achievable in my mind, but just that Camp Nano is not supposed to be the same crazy writing impulse that you get when you're doing when you're normally doing NaNoWriMo, and so I feel like that sort of added a layer of stress to this that shouldn't have been there, maybe. Something that I actually got out of camp was not necessarily writing my first draft, but editing it. So I ended up finishing in about 2 weeks, and then I took a couple days off to kind of step back and reevaluate. I realized that I was much more interested in what my second draft was going to be and how my second draft was going to turn out. And I just sort of jumped into that. I mean, I jumped into it with a little bit more of a plan this time. I took the time to actually really detail everything before I started editing and revising. Editing was actually, I think, the most that I got out of Camp Nano. It was good those first couple weeks to kind of get the idea finally out of my brain onto a page. It was going back and editing while camp was still going on that I think was what I got the most out of, because there's just been so much that I've added to it now. Scenes are more fleshed out, characters are more fleshed out, introducing more characters who are actually kind of important in Greek mythology and in the realm of the underworld and everything. So it was good for me to use the last couple weeks of camp to do the editing and and really dive further into the characters, the world. But I also just had a lot of fun getting to know people. Like, there were so many live streams that I participated in, and a couple ones that I hosted myself, one that I was a part of, and it's been really fun to talk to other writers, because I'm the only writer in my family. I'm the only one who kind of writes crazy stories, and so it's hard to find people to talk to on a normal basis. And so being part of these live streams and being able to write with people and work with people and talk about my stories with people who are just as enthusiastic about writing, it really makes me feel so much better about my story, about my writing process, and I've met some really awesome people through it, and it's been really great. So I am so happy that I participated in camp this year, because without camp I wouldn't have, you know, I wouldn't be halfway through draft 2, I wouldn't be feeling as good about it as I am now, and I wouldn't have all these awesome new writing friends. And I will 100% be doing Camp NaNo again, and I will definitely also be doing regular NaNo again. But it has been a lot of fun, and you know, now that the storm has calmed down a little bit, it was really fun to go through. I would 100% run right into that hurricane all over again. So for those of you who participated in Camp NaNoWriMo this last month, I really, really hope you guys had as great a time as I did. And if you achieved your goal or, you know, came close, you know, it doesn't really matter in the end, because really it's just about having fun, and it's all part of your writing journey and your writing process. I really hope you guys are happy with your stories and you're happy with where you are in your process, and I can't wait for the next NaNoWriMo. Bring it on, November. If we can make it past August, September, and October, I am ready for November. Hopefully the world will be a little bit less of a dumpster fire by then, but I guess we'll see. So comment down below and let me know how you guys did for Camp NaNo. What was the best part of it? What was the best thing you got out of it? If you guys want to see more, go ahead and click that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Keep writing and keep enjoying your journey. Bye! I wonder if they make sand people Tsum Tsums. I can't imagine. I mean, how would you do the arms with like the little